Good morning, everybody. I'm Mallory Smythe on behalf of Endow. Have you ever considered that it was Mary who introduced Jesus to his entire world? That it was the Mother of God who was responsible for helping the Son of God make sense of the world around him and learn how to interact with it? As we're coming up to Mother's Day, the role of being a mom is meant to be celebrated because it is such a huge role. And so I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite quotes about motherhood and why it is such a big job. G.K. Chesterton, one of my favorite theologians, talks about the broadness of the role of motherhood when he says that a child is not meant to be introduced to anything but to everything. That a child is not meant to learn a trade but to be introduced to a world. And that a mother is spending tons of time with their children when they are asking all of the questions that are and even some that aren't. He says, how can it be broad to be something to many people and be narrow to be everything to just some? The role of mother is meant to be everything to her children, to introduce them to the world around them and to help them to make sense of that so that they can enter that world and make sense of it as they're getting older. That is a huge job, to be everything to these little bitty kids and to help them to understand how they're meant to become adults. And so if you are with your mom this week, give your mom a hug because it's she that helped you to make sense of the world. And it may not have been perfect, but she did the very best she could. And if you are a biological mother, give yourself a pat on the back. It is a hard job, but it is such a worthy, irreplaceable job that was gifted to woman by our Creator. And if you are not yet a biological mother, or maybe you never will be, have you ever thought that motherhood is actually built into the fabric of your being? I was at a conference recently where Leah Darrow, who's a Catholic speaker, said that woman in her biology is made for another. Women, we were made for the other. We were made to make room for the other. We were made to see the heart of the other. And it is mostly women who bring immense hospitality to the world. The world is more beautiful and more hospitable because women are in it. Because motherhood to mother is built into the fabric of our being. So thank you to my mom for showing me the world and teaching me how to make sense of it. And thank you to all moms for doing the very best you can with the heroic role you've been given. If you want to learn more about what it means to be a mother and a woman, you can learn more at www.endowgroups.org. You can connect with us on Instagram and Facebook at Endow Groups. And you can connect with me at Mallory A. Smythe. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you to moms.